Hi Bharadwaj.
Sir,
So you solved the problems?
sir, I solved for Wi-Fi by Y1, but how to solve Y3 by Y1, Y3 by Y2? I don't understand.
Y5 by Y1 all right for all the given problems,
Yes, sir.
but remaining
I
things are not.
followed. I don't understand for Y3 by Y1 because Y3 is not output, sir. Because from Y3 we can return to Y2 like that. It's there.
Okay. So you want me to solve that, right?
Yes, sir. In
Okay.
between.
Anybody, any others? You are facing any problem?
Sir, the 22nd problem, E part.
Let me. Dheeraj, tell me. Hello, no, I only just now I started class. Yeah. Yeah. So here,
E part.
the E part. Okay. So here the problem is Wi-Fi by Y1. You have some questions, right?
Yes, sir.
So can I do it now? Okay. So chalo, we'll do. All right. See, actively participate. Otherwise, no use. Hai. There are so many lectures available. Okay. Participate, you will get benefit out of it. Otherwise, again you need to study. Okay. That is your wish. Actively participate, then you will be learning now. You will not be facing any problem. So now let us, do it for within 10 minutes and something. So then I will be taking up the next part. Okay. All right. Now, so now let us start doing this. Now there is something called dummy node. So here Wi-Fi gain is 1. So either this node or this node is both are same. Okay. Right. This node or this node it doesn't make any difference because both would be the same. Right. So now let us start. How many forward paths are there here in this problem?
Sir, two forward paths, sir.
Two forward paths. One is Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4, Y5, Y5. Correct, no? So this is Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4, Y5. So this is any Y5 with 1.
Yes,
This
sir.
is this is G3.
Another is Y1, Y2, Y6, Y5, Y5.
Okay. So Y2, Y3 gain is G1. Here gain is unity gain. Yeah. So now forward path. This is one forward path. So gains are like this. We can call it as M1 or P1. That is your wish. What is the notation given in the book? M1, no?
Yes, sir. M1.
G1, G2, and G3. All right.
Mm.
Now the other path is Y1, Y2. So Y1,
Y6, Y5,
Y6.
Y5.
Okay. All right. So gain is G4, G5, and gain is 1. So now M2 is G4, G5, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So now as two forward paths, A transfer function of this particular signal flow graph can be given by M1 delta 1 plus M2 delta 2
by delta.
Okay. So now, is there any problem in finding out delta? Yeah. So delta, how many loops are there? Individual
5 loops.
Sir, 1, 2, 5 loops, sir.
Total 5 loops.
5 loops. So now let's do it once with color. Okay, so that everybody will be getting benefited. Right. So now let us take this. Right. So first loop is Y2, Y3, Y4, Y5, Y2. Okay. Y2, Y3, Y4, Y5 and Y2. This is one loop. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So loop gain. So loop gain is L1. Tell me.
G1, G2, G3, H3.
Minus
G1,
of
G2,
Minus,
G1,
sorry.
minus. So minus G1, G2, G3,
H3.
H3. That is L1. And coming to L2, and we have to draw it here. Otherwise, you will not be getting proper this thing. So Y1, Y1, Y3, Y4, Y5. Y1, Y3, Y4, Y5, and then Y3, no?
starting from Y2.
Y1, so it should start with Y1, Y2. Correct, no?
Y2.
So G1, G2, G3, and minus H3, right?
Mm.
That's it, no? So one more loop. Y3,
Minus
Y4,
H4.
Y3, Y4, Y3, right?
Yes.
There is one more loop see, when you start from one node, check all the possibilities.
Y2, Y6, Y5, Y2.
Yeah, Y2, Y6, Y5, and Y2.
Y2. Mm.
So Y2, Y6, Y5, Y2. So this is one more loop. This is Y2, Y6, Y5, right? Now gains. G4, G5 minus H3. G4, G5 minus H3. Okay. So then L2 is minus G4, G5, H3. Right. So is there any possibility here? So this is one more. Right. This is one more loop. So Y2, is there any other possibility like Y2, Y6 to Y6 and again Y5? No. Y6 two times it is crossing. All right. Okay. So this is loop number 2. Now loop number 3. Okay. So now loop number 3 is yeah. So loop number 3, Y3, Y4 and Y3, right?
Mm.
Right. So Y3, Y3, Y4 and Y3. Directions are very important. So Y3, Y4 and Y3, G2 and minus H1. So G2 and minus H1. So L3 is G2 minus G2 and H1. Right. And what about the other loop? Like Y3, is there any other possibility? Starting at Y3 and again ending at Y3? No, na?
No, sir.
And Y4? y4, y5, y4. Yeah. So now here one more is so one more loop is y4, y5. So y4, y5, y4, y5. Y4, y5 is G3 minus S2. So L4 is minus G3H2. All right. Yeah. Is there any other loop?
Y6 to Y6
Y6 to Y6. Gain.
minus H4.
So Y6 to Y6. So Y6 L5. So what is the gain?
Minus H4.
Minus H4, no?
Yes, sir.
Minus H4. So is there any other individual loop?
Sir, shouldn't we consider Wi-Fi to Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi to Wi-Fi. It is not again ending on Wi-Fi, no? So you mean to say this one,
Yes, sir.
but there is no return path, no?
No, sir. Ending point also Wi-Fi only now.
Okay. Then that doesn't make, signal here and signal here, there is no difference, right? It is the same signal with gain one means, right?
Yes, sir.
So it considering it as a loop, it doesn't make any sense. Because the signal here and signal here both are same.
Okay, sir.
It is not getting modified or it is not getting anything. But this is not the case here, right?
Okay, sir.
Right. Okay. Now, what is the next part? Non-touching loops.
Yes, sir.
So now let me consider this as 1, this as 2, this as 3, and this as 4, and this as 5. 1 and 2, is there called non-touching loops?
Oh,
No, sir.
No.
no, sir.
Because they are sharing same common node, right?
Yes.
Yeah. 1 and 3.
1
No, sir.
and 3. No, sir.
No. 1 and 4.
Sir, actually, sorry, sir. 1 and 3, I think so, sir.
How they are non-touching loop? Y3, Y4, they are their nodes, they are there, no? In both loops.
G2, H1. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Okay. 1 and 4, are they
No,
are
sir.
called non-touching loops?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. 1 and 6, 1
Yes,
and
sir.
5.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So 1 and 5. So then we can give a notation like L15. So L15 is the product gain, right? These two are non-touching loops. They are not sharing common node. So 1 and 6. So now, so here L1, L5, right? L1, L5. Okay. Right. Then 2 and 3 are the called non-touching loops.
Yes, sir. 2 and 3.
Yeah, 2 and 3 because Y3 and Y4 are not there in 2, right?
Yes.
Right. So these two are non-touching loops. So L2, 3. Okay. So L2, 3 is L2 into L3. L2 into L3. Okay. 2 and 4,
No, sir.
right? Because they are sharing Wi-Fi here. So this 2 and 4 are not two non-touching loops. 2 and 5,
No, sir.
they are not non-touching loops. Okay, then 3 and 4,
No, sir.
3 and 5,
Yes, sir.
so L35. So another one is L35, which is L3 into L5. Okay, L35. Right. Now 4 and 5,
Yes, sir.
4 and 5 also non-touching loops. So these are two non-touching loops. So L4 5 is L4 multiplied by L5, product gains. So these are called two non-touching loops. Right, two non-touching loops. All right. Now we will go ahead with three non-touching loops.
Not possible.
Three non-touching loops. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3.
No, sir.
They have same nodes.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
1, 3, and 4.
No, sir.
1, no. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 4.
No, sir.
1, 2, and 5.
2, 5. No, sir.
Right. Then 2, 3, and 4.
No, sir.
And 2, 3, and 5. No.
No, sir.
Yeah. Then 3, 4, and 5.
No, sir.
No. So there are no three non-touching loops, correct?
Yes, sir.
So what is delta now? 1 minus sum of all individual loops. Okay. L1 plus L2 plus L3 plus L4 plus L5. Right? Plus what? Sum of products of all possible two non-touching loops. Correct? No?
Yes.
Which is given by what? L15 plus L23 plus L35 plus L45. Correct?
Yes.
Minus, there are no somehow products of all possible three non-touching loops. Correct? No? So that is not there. So that's why we will stop here. Okay? So this is delta. Up to this point is clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So next. Now, what is the next part? So transfer function is m1 delta 1 plus m2 delta 2 by delta. So we got m1, we got m2, we got delta. Our part is delta 1, correct? No? Finding out delta 1. So what is delta 1? This is what the first forward path. Right. So delta 1 is 1 minus sum of gains of all the loops which are not part of this particular path. Correct? No?
Yes.
So 1 minus, how many loops are not part of this particular forward path?
Only L5, sir.
Only L5. So 1 minus L5. Right. The only one loop is there. And then do you think there is other again two non-touching loop possibility?
Not possible.
Not possible. So we stop here. 1 minus L5 is delta 1. Okay. Means what? Delta 1 is 1 minus L5 is what?
L5 is
H4.
H4 minus
Minus
H4.
H4. So 1 plus H4 is what? Your delta 1. Right. And what about delta 2? 1
Sir.
minus sum of loops which are not part of the second forward path.
L3, sir.
Loop
How
3.
many loops are not part of this?
L3.
L3 only or L3 and L5?
Only L3, sir.
Only L3. So 1 minus L3, correct? No?
Yes, sir.
1 minus L3. That is delta 2. Is this clear now?
Yes.
Yeah. So now you got everything. You can substitute, right?
Yes, sir.
Any questions so far? No, na? So now we'll take up one more problem. Right. For the same thing, we'll try to see. This is what the advantage of signal flow graph. See, I am applying input at y1 and I want to see how the variable y4 and y2 they are related. So sometimes I may need to find out y4 by y2. Okay, huh? Shall I do it?
Yes, sir.
Y4 by y2. Now, when you consider y4 to y2 to y4, how many forward paths are there?
Y2 to Y4, sir.
That's it.
Only one.
Only one. Correct, no? All of you, listen carefully. Y2 to Y4. Y2 to Y4. Forward path means what? It should start on the starting node, end on the ending node, right? Input node and output node. So here input is Y2 and output is Y4. So Y2 to Y4, how many possible forward paths are there?
2 forward paths.
Two are. How? Y2,
Y2, Y6, Y2, Y6, Y5 and Y4.
Y2, Y6 and
Y5, Y4.
there is no
That is not
Y2,
possible. Wi-Fi to Wi-Fi it is not there.
It's there, no, minus H2.
it is there, no?
Yes, sir.
Correct only, no?
Yes, sir.
So two forward paths are there, correct? Y2, Y3, Y4 and Y2, Y6, Y5 and Y4. All right. Now, M1 delta 1 plus M2 delta 2 by delta. So is the delta is same here or delta will vary here?
Delta will be same only.
Delta will be same only. Because same number of loops, no? Correct, right?
Yes, sir.
Now you know what is M1. M1 is G1, G2, G3. And M2 is
G4, G5 minus
G4,
H2.
G5 and minus H2. Correct, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now delta 1. Delta 1.
Directly 1 plus H4. Delta 1 will be 1 plus H4.
1 plus H4. Delta 2. Delta 2.
1 minus G1.
1 minus
G1. Sorry. Y2. Not only 1.
1 minus 0. So both transfer functions are same or different, earlier and now?
Different, sir.
Different. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now, is it clear?
So one doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, sir.
Hmm. Yeah, tell me.
So why can't we consider y1 as a dummy node? Y1 also as a dummy node, sir.
Yeah, correct. Y1 is also same. Y1 is also same. Y1 can be input or Y2 can be input, no? Input node.
Okay, but if we consider that as dummy node, but yeah, transfer function will change. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Our point of a transfer function, what we are interested is called transfer function. Now, tell me, if I want to find out Y3 by Y2,
Two paths, sir.
Y2 to Y3, G1, and
Y2 to Y6,
Y6, Y5,
Y4, Y3.
4, and
Y3.
Y3. Okay. And remaining thing will be the same. Right? So now delta 1 will vary, right? What would be delta 1 here if I consider Y3 by Y2?
G5 minus H1, H2.
Here two loops will be the non-touching loop, no? We have L3, L4, and L5. So 1 minus this and this both will come, no? This. Yeah, so this and this both are non-touching, no? Delta 1. 1 plus G3H2 plus H4, no? Delta 1.
Yes, sir.
That's what the difference. So now I think you can do it any problem. All right. So now let us try to take few more problems. Right. So here sometimes now block diagram reduction is easy or signal flow graph is easy.
Signal flow graph.
Signal flow graph, definitely. See here the problem 323, Y7 to Y1 and Y2 to Y1. Right, very interesting problem, this one. I have a doubt like whether we can coming back can be considered as forward path or not. How many forward paths are here? Y2 to Y1?
2 forward paths.
How?
Sorry, y2 to y1, sir.
I want transfer function Y2 to Y1. Consider Y2 as output node, Y1 as input. How many
There will be
forward
one
paths?
only, sir. There will be only one.
Only one. M1 delta 1 by delta. So M1 is anyhow 1. Delta anyhow you can find out.
Sir, like after y2, we can go to nothing, sir.
Definition it is not meeting, no?
Sorry, sir. Yeah, I got confused. Sorry, sir.
Right. So like that, if you try to solve and then you have solution book also available on the net, so you can check out with the solutions of this particular problems, right? You can do it, no? So now how many loops here? Oh God.
Total 7, sir.
Total 7. So roughly we'll go Y2, Y3, Y2,
Yes, sir.
Y2, Y6, Y7, Y3 and Y2.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Hmm.
2. Then Y2, I think there is not possible again. Okay. 2. Y3, Y4 and Y3.
Again, one possible from Y2. Y2, Y6, Y7, Y5, Y4, Y3, Y2.
Wait. Y2, Y6, then
Y7, Y5,
Y7, then
Y5, then Y4, Y3, Y2.
Y, yeah, Y3 and Y2. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
it is not crossing any node more than once, right?
Yes, sir, not crossing.
Very good. So at Y2, there are 3 loops. Yeah. And Y3,
For Y3, Y4, Y5, Y6, Y7, and then Y3 again.
Y3 again. So there are 2 loops at Y3. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Y4, only one.
Only one loop.
Only one loop.
So 3 plus 2 plus 1, 6. And Y5, Y6, Y7 and Y5. 7. Right. Is there any other possibility at Y5? No.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Wi-Fi to
Y5 to
Y7 and
Y6.
Y7
Y,
to Y3.
One at a time. One at a time. Y5, Y6, Y7 and Y5 is what I said. What is another one? You are saying Y5.
Wi-Fi, Y6, Y2, Y3, Y4, and
Wait.
again Wi-Fi.
Y5, Y6,
Oh,
then
sorry,
Y7 and
sorry,
Y2.
I went wrong.
Y7 and Y.
Y5, Y6, Y7, and Y3, sir.
Yes, sir. Y5, Y6, Y7,
Hey,
Y3,
wait,
again
wait,
Y4 again.
wait. Now tell me Y5,
Y6, Y7,
Y6, Y7.
Y3.
Y3, Y4, Y5.
It's not loop.
Y.
You should not come from the back. Okay, when you consider that particular node, this is not individual loop. Okay. So at Y5, Y6, Y7, and Y5. Only one loop.
So what is the condition, sir? It should not come from back.
Yeah. So see here. See now. Y5, Y7, and Y6. Right. But Y5, Y6, Y7, and all no. When you consider this, when a particular load, it should start on that particular node and end on that particular node, not crossing any node more than once. Okay, it is meeting that, but the thing is, it should not, entering from this particular side. Okay, from the back.
That loop was also already considered when we
Already
considered for
considered.
Y3.
Okay. So here at Wi-Fi, only one particular loop. Yeah. How many loops by this type? At Y2, we have 3. So at Y2, we have 3. And at Y3, we have 2. Y4, we have 1. Y5, we have 1. Then at Y6, no loop. Right. And at Y7,
Only one loop.
only one loop. Right. So total, how many number of loops? 8. Correct, no? So we will get delta. Up to this point is clear? Clear, huh? Very, very interesting example. Right. So here 1 minus delta is, we have L1 plus L2 plus L3 plus L4 plus L5 plus L6 plus L7 plus L8. All right. Now, so then plus sum of products of two non-touching loops. That you can find it out, no? You can consider, L1, L2. Check it out. L1, L3. Check it out. L1, L4. Check it out. L1, L5. That should not share same common node. Then they are called two non-touching loops. Okay. L1, L6, L1, L7, L1, L8. Okay. Huh? Definitely you will get terms here, right? Am I clear? Respond, please. We have to cover, other concept too.
Yes, sir.
Respond.
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Draw very neatly all the things. Check L1, L2. Sharing same node, definitely. No, they are not non-touching. L1, L3. L1 L4, L1, L5, L1, L6, L1, L7, L1, L8. Then start with L2, L2, L3, L2, L4, L2, L5, L2, L6, L2, L7, L2, L8. Then check L3, L4, L4, L3, L5, L3, L6, L3, L7, L3, L8. Then check L4, L5, L4, L6, L4, L7, L4, L8. Then check L5, L6, L5, L7, L5, L8. Then check L6, L7, L6, L8. Then check L7, L8. Right. Now, is that L7, L8 are two non-touching loops? L7 is this. L8 is this. Is this two are non-touching loops?
No.
No. Right? But L6 and L7 are non-touching loops. Correct? No? This is L6, no? So like that you write term here. Now, then take L1, L2 and L3. Three non-touching loops. L1, L2, L4. One more check. L1, L2, L5. L1, L2, L6. L1, L2, L7. What we are doing? We are checking for three non-touching loops. Means what do you mean by three non-touching loops? There exist three loops and these three loops are not sharing same common node. Right. This loop, and this loop. Can it be called three non-touching loops? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Pakka. Yeah. See, this loop, and this loop. It should come here. Why? Because they are called three non-touching loops. They are three loops, but they are not sharing same common node. Correct? No. It is having y2, y3. It is having y4, y5. It is having y7. Where is the question of sharing same node? Then it is called three non-touching loops. When it is called three non-touching loops, now tell me what we will write here. Here, if I have to write here, what I write? Products of sums of all possible three non-touching loops. So in that case, okay, if it is becoming wait, so it is becoming non-touching loops. So here we have to write the product. What is the product? Minus G1 H1 into minus or plus
Minus G3H3.
G3 H3. H3 is not minus, no.
Yes, sir. It's
Right. Into
minus H6.
minus H6. That should the term come here. So like that, check L1, L2, L3, L1, L2, L4, L1, L2, L5, L1, L2, L6, L1, L2, L7, L1, L2, L8. So like that you check. Then L2, L3, L4, L2, L3, L5, L2, L3, L6, L2, L3, L7, L2, L3, L8. Right, then L3, L4, L5, L3, L4, L6. Check all possible combination of three non-touching loops. Okay. quickly you can come to a conclusion, right? And then now you solve. Then delta 1 you will be getting like anything here in this particular case. Okay. Only 3 loops are touching, means L1, L2 and L3 only touching to first forward path, and rest all other, means out of 8 loops only 3 are touching. All individual loops you can write, no? I think you don't have time, otherwise I can explain this. This is a very complex problem. Okay,
Yes, sir.
I think you have next period, otherwise I would have. Okay, possible we can do it in the next class. You try. Okay, quickly we will revisit this particular problem tomorrow. Okay. Thank you.